ESOP. What is ESOP? I'll be lying to you if I wouldn't tell you that ESOP to me equals money. I live in the claims world, and it has been preached to us time equals money. Well, at the beginning, ESOP equals money. But through the years and after getting my first certificate, showing me how much money my ESOP has produced, it became something more real. It became a sense of pride, a sense of ownership, and some sort of accountability, because it is not just money. It is servicing clients. It is taking a phone call from a client on my day off, on my birthday, and seeing that number pop up and dropping everything I had in my hands to service that client. This is my company. This is what ESOP does to you. We service our clients because that's what we do. We own this company.
I think the first responsibility we have as Scott owners is obviously to serve our clients, but I think an equally important responsibility we have is how we serve our fellow employee Scott owners. I've been at Scott now for close to 9 years, and I know I wouldn't be where I am today without all the people that have mentored me along the way. They've encouraged me, congratulated me, and sometimes even pushed me out of my comfort zone to make me a better Scott owner. Whenever I interact with other people here at Scott, I try to keep that in mind, so hopefully I can pay it forward and make a positive impact on their lives just as others have done on mine.
I think I've found over my 9 years at Scott that the most important part of ownership is the culture that it fosters. I remember the first time I came to Scott for one of my 8 or 9 interviews that I had before I was hired, walking into the Greensboro office and just kind of big, bold, in gold on the wall there, it said employee-owned Scott Insurance. And I remember just thinking, that's really curious. Like, it didn't make any sense to me. Why are we advertising employee-owned? And it was mentioned to me throughout the interview process that how the ESOP worked and sort of the value of that with retirement. But I didn't realize until I got here really sort of what happens when everyone owns the company. Everyone just kind of starts pointing in the same direction. And anything in life, I think, where you're all sort of have the same goals and the same motivation, whether it's a family or a sports team or whatever it is, when everybody's really pointing in that same direction and has the same goals, and isn't trying to step on top of each other for the next promotion or anything like that, but everyone really has a vested interest in the success of one another. The camaraderie and the culture and really the love that comes from that breeds success. And and that winds up in people really caring about one another, caring about each other's families, wanting to help each other out as opposed to tear each other down. And so I really think the most important part of being an employee owner is just the culture that has evolved within Scott to really care about each other and help each other. And I think ultimately that's made us an incredibly successful company.
When I came to Scott Insurance in 1989, I had no idea what an ESOP was, much less an insurance policy. I quickly learned that just like you must have an insurable interest to purchase a policy, the ESOP gave me a vested interest in my company, my Scott Insurance. Now it wasn't just a job, it was a company that I owned. So the way that I treat my client, the way I treat my fellow colleagues, and the way I carry myself even outside of the workplace all have an impact on growing my company and my ESOP. And the payoffs for this: a satisfied client, the respect of your colleagues, a satisfying career, and a retirement beyond anything I could have ever imagined when I was a young person. I am truly blessed to be a part of Scott Insurance.